This module, we are going to focus on calling our energies back, dropping our grounding cord. I usually drop my grounding cord first, so I gotta mix it back around. We're gonna drop your grounding cord by forming that ball of light at the base of your spine. And then we're gonna formulate the receptacle of the big gold sun. Sky love it. And the core Mother Earth we're gonna like put a layer, like before we drop that grounding cord, we're gonna imagine putting a magnetized layer thin enough to have whatever sensations or feelings that you have in your body with this exercise that will just automatically get magnetized into that. And while you are doing this, continue to take note if you feel any shifts, if you have any sensations, any spikes. Sometimes your body will spike pain, especially if your energy hasn't been focused on or ran in a while. So just take note of that and just, like just kind of gauge how you started and see if when you are done with that, see if that putting that magnetic layer to pull it out so you don't have to, like obsess about it while we're in practice. Um, uh, 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 uh. So we are going to add one more step. And this step, we are going to, when we go down into dropping that grounding cord, we're going to pull up a color of your choice through the bottoms of your feet. And that's going to come all the way up your legs. And that's going to mix with the energies that come from you into your first chakra, second chakra, third chakra, fourth chakra, fifth, sixth, and seventh. And then it's just going to burst out and just that energy is going to keep running up your legs, down, and it's going to meet in the first, and it's just gonna like keep mixing out and out and out through your arms. Take a couple of deep breaths. Here we go. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Shake it out a little bit. And you do not have to close your eyes for these. It's if you can use your imagery on it and focus on all the components while your eyes are open, you really do want to strengthen that. You want to get this exercise done so well that you have the ability to do it while you're talking, interacting. It's a versatile, kind of a generalized, generic way of cleansing your aura and your body so that you are not left. The more you can like strengthen, pinpoint where it is that you need that energy to go, the easier life really gets. In a lot of sense where it pertains to emotional, and sometimes when your emotions affect your your physical present beingness, feelings, this like being able to do this exercise as you go or as you visit or as you have to like get something done, having that with you is like creating a different aspect of you that could potentially be your best friend. Okay, so close your eyes if you'd like, feet flat on the floor, or if you would like to sit in a cross-legged lotus, half lotus, whatever's comfortable for you. Um, Go ahead and imagine a collar at the base of your spine. Ooh. And cylinder down into Mother Earth. This ball is an example as well as a visual that you might want to use to make it a bigger grounding cord if you want. And you imagine that light plugging into Mother Earth past that core, that magnetic core, or you can utilize an anchor. I utilize an anchor for symbolic sake for myself. Let's see, what else can we do? We have a happy grounding cord. You can imagine Mother Earth just suctioning it down there and adhering. It has some sticky paper on the bottom of it. And we are going to put our attention on the sun above your head and calling all energies back from every point of sale, system, vehicle, person, place, thing, point of sale system, software system, LED lights. Go ahead and just allow whatever is coming to you. Just take note of it. We're still holding that energy up in that sun as it comes in. Security cameras. Electrical boxes. Woo! I got one of those. And I have not done that yet once it came to me to address technology. So that's a long, I got a heavy visceral reaction to that because that's a long time coming. So every electrical box, one more, I think. Person, place, things, intentions. Any intentions. And as that is burning off, whatever doesn't serve you, it's going to drop to the top, through the top of your head, coming through your 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, down your legs. You're going to drop your grounding cord back into the core of Mother Earth, like all the way in there. Just drop the whole thing in there, let that burn off, let it magnetize in there. And create a fresh one, color of your choice, cylinder down into the core of Mother Earth. There we go. Ooh. So as that's happening, the energies that are coming in is already running through, down, up through the bottoms of your feet, and it's coming up through, like it's coming down in your chakras, down through the bottom of your feet, and then enveloping around your aura, and it's just bursting around. And so when you drop that grounding cord, stay down there and imagine a color of your choice. And pull it up through the bottoms of your feet, and that's going to come up your legs into your 1st chakra, 2nd chakra, 3rd chakra, 4th chakra, 5th, 6th, 7th, and that is also mixing with that energy that's coming from the energy that you called back. So as that is bursting out and running now, it's coming, it's making a couple rounds up this way. And now we're going to have them meet at your first chakra at the base of your spine, and we're going to go ahead and let them mix. Earth energy, you energy. Earth energy, you energy. Earth, you third. Earth, you fourth. Earth, you fifth. Earth, you sixth. You and Earth on the seventh chakra, bursting out your head and into your aura. Shake it out your hands, get it all around, and let it be your friend. Go ahead and just breathe, whatever doesn't feel comfortable. Breathe into that space. Drop that grounding cord. And we're just going to formulate it a couple times because it's a new step. Drop it into the core of Mother Earth. Adhere it, and then just drop it again. And as that energy's running through, mixing together, this time you are going to drop that grounding cord first, color of your choice. And it could be different colors if you want it to be. This time you're gonna choose in your psychic eye the percentage of energy that you are going to run in your body on a timeline where your grounding cord will signal your earth energy to run through your body so your body can get used to that every 3 hours. And it's okay if you want to take, like, if your subconscious wants to take the reins or the wheel and has a different timeline for you, that's fine. That is perfectly okay. So that timeline is, for me, every 3 hours, my grounding cord's gonna drop back into the core of Mother Earth and what I'm doing or where I am. Or where I am going. Even if I'm crying or happy or just plain mad, that's what it's gonna do. And it's gonna formulate another grounding cord, color of my choice. It's gonna anchor really tight into Mother Earth as she runs her energy through my chakras, out through my head and out through my hands every 3 hours until it's saying 3 days. And the more that you work with your subconscious in that way, where you're just allowing what's coming up, not questioning it, but not asserting it as well, that'll get your body acclimated, your mental, your imagery self a little bit more comfortable with that without it being ridiculous or over the top or like without falling into patterns where you're almost falling into arrogance with it. It's just kind of, like you're practicing your confidence by doing that. You're learning where you are missing, like where you could use some more work with your intuition, and you're formulating a way to trust yourself and your own voice. And that's, by listening, like having the ability to connect with planet Earth no matter where you're at, on a high rise or in a sauna, like in a closed off space, you're still able to understand you are in Mother Earth, even if you're in if you're in a computer program, like it's all Mother Earth. It's all derivatives of her. It's all her commingles, all her friends. You're still sitting in her. And so having the ability to imagine that grounding cord dropping all the way through the floor and in the dirt, and meeting, like having that magnetized core burn off, like your pain, discomfort that is not needed, and allowing her to like either suck it and keep it tight, or having her like having that cord just have the ability to um self adhere, just like that, like magic. And this time we're gonna bring that sciatic and plug it in to that grounding cord. And the sciatic is going to, your sciatic and ovaries are going to drop and plug in with that 3 hour drop and reestablish and running earth energy. And sometimes you remember that it's happening, sometimes you don't. So either way, and anytime it comes to you or you think to do it, do it. And so we're going to just drop your grounding cord one more time. I'm trying to be like less wordy when I'm doing these. Go ahead and hook in your sciatic, ovaries, or if you have a penis, you want to drop your scrotum into that. And we already called all your energy back. So whatever is excess up there, if there is any, we're going to go ahead and run that earth energy up through the bottoms of your feet, up through your legs, and your first chakra. Spin, spin, spin. Second chakra. Third chakra. Fourth chakra. Fifth chakra. Seventh chakra. Oh, sixth chakra, fifth, sixth, seventh, up through the top of your head and out through your auric field, picking that back up through your legs. And the percentage of you and Mother Earth, today I am doing 45 Earth and the rest is me. How do you feel? Do you feel better? Do you feel worse? And I keep forgetting to tell you, these modules are best when you have a notebook along and just write your experience down. Even if your experience was nothing, write it down, because that is how you're going to keep track of the little changes that start to occur with running your energy. That's what this is called. It's called running your energy. You start getting acclimated to your own energetic field, which is a step towards having the ability to be sovereign around it. And in these practices like this practice, if you didn't do anything spiritual and just this practice, it gains your ability to create discernment around your own life and your own choices. And I started doing this practice again, and I still have to try it, but like, so I was getting like debt and banking information that I've never thought to try. And it definitely has like that sovereignty flavor on it. And I'm like, And so that is one of my goals, is to pay more attention to my fundamental life. And that's my hypothesis with this, sharing these modules with you, is I do feel better, that I don't feel that I need to basically check out. Like, I can't explain it, but like, I didn't necessarily check out of my life, but like, I got so overwhelmed I wasn't paying attention to it either. And or when I did, I was highly irritated around it, or feeling sorry for myself, and I do not have those feelings anymore. And when I do, I'm able to catch it. And so since I packed you up with all those words, we're going to just drop whatever you don't need in that grounding cord. Drop that grounding cord, form it again, plug it in to Mother Earth, plug in your sciatic, your ovaries, and just let her mix with your energy. And then go ahead and imagine choosing an outer layer of your aura to start practicing the ability to have energetic protection. So, whatever color looks like that for you, go ahead and put that on the outer layers of your aura. And you could arm's length is fine. Some you can go out further if you want. I prefer to be in my own little bubble because um, that's what I feel like I can control. So that's what I do. Uh, and another tip is to write if you have occurrences that happen and like when in between these modules and in your everyday life and you think of this exercise when those things happen, write them down because that is your body trying to get a hold of you or whatever you want it to be. I know that sounds vague, but it like what we're doing right now is formulating a relationship with that aspect of spirituality with you so you don't end up on a commune homeless with somebody that you end up kind of not liking because you were intrigued as to what they could do to you with your own energy. And so, like, uh, it happens all the time, and that has happened to me several times in my life, and I'm very grateful that this has been introduced to me to come back to, because in this last time, especially with distraction in your hand is so readily available, this is something that I can actually like make myself do, and it brings me into remembering like what like why I don't need to be doing other certain things. Thank you. And our next module, we will be adding one more step. Namaste. And have a wonderful time in between the next module or day if you do this at the beginning or the end of your day. Take care.